Hello there, everyone. I'll have to nail that. Alright. First of all, I was trying something at the start here. I thought, can I get away without this? I thought, maybe I can. It turns out I can't because I feel like I have to shout to hear myself. So, lesson learned. We're not doing that. Let me... There we go. Alright, so... Straight into the game. Thank you very much, Halate. Quick recap of last round. We did lose to Repeach on my main account. Essentially, they were more efficient. Now, what was a bit of a bummer is, going into the actual round, we saw all they needed to do was beat Slacker. And the fact that they'd taken one shot and missed, you think they probably don't have a counter. But not only did they have a counter, they were able to hit it in one. So that was a bummer because a lot of the game plan we had was based around the idea that we could afford to multi-shot a little bit. You know, as long as we full cleared, we'd win. So yeah, that was the downside of that game plan. Yeah, two-shot Lil Vader, two-shot Balin. Ugh. It doesn't look great when you see it. I think we also dropped on the North Wall in the process. Yeah, dropped on Finn, dropped on GG, so definitely had better rounds. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with that one, but we're going to make amends. We're up against Mini Faki Z. Hello there, Snappy, how you doing? What have I been doing on Lil Vader Apo CX? Last time, we did JML to start with, and then cleaned up with Seer. I have used Seer from the start before, it has worked, but I don't think there's a consistent counter, shall we say. I mean, the weird thing is I heard Leo was good, and I did try that at the start of the season, and it failed. And apparently there's a specific way of doing it, i.e. don't target Apo. But yeah, it was rough. I think it was Apo. It was either Apo or you don't target the summon. Either way, it was you don't target someone. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, I've heard Lil Vader Bane. That's a bit expensive for me on both of my accounts. I haven't got it on my main. Can't really afford Lil Vader on my free-to-play. But yeah, I think if you got Lil Vader just knocking about, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I haven't heard him doing stuff with Bane. It surprised me that, because I've not heard anyone try Lil Vader Bane for anything else. So kind of interesting someone cooked that up. You know, credit where it's due. Okay, so this round we're about 400k behind. 325 Zetas to 345 Zetas. 48 make that 49 Omicrons to 30. I've just applied another one to Bo-Katan Mandalore. She's got the complete set. GL 7 to 9. So yeah, we're missing Lil Vader and Ahsoka here. Ralix 254 to 250. Nice to be ahead. Oi oi. Then let's skip down to here. Rallic 9s 12 to 19. Rallic 8s 14 to 46. That's a bigger oof. Right, just realised my phone wasn't silenced. Rallic 7s 94 to 67. That's okay. And Rallic 5s 85 to 69. So again, we'll take it. Mod game, we're ahead on the 25s 104 to 63. 20s 310 to 240. 15s 473 to 587. So alright, we've got more rerolls than me, fair dues. I did not do well last time Datacron wise. That's a big aim for me tonight. Try and get a good start. Oh, hang on. I just skimmed all through that. I didn't mean to actually go that quick. A little bit surprised there's no offense there. I'd say the ones that look important, they've got right. By the way, I'm talking about putting an Omicron on Bo-Katan. She'll be ready when she's ready. But that's the idea. I love that Luthen speed, but it feels a waste when I'm not using him at the moment. Okay, we've got to be wary of Eradicate to Ezreal. Someone's telling me as well I might need to stop putting Omicrons on Ezreal. Like, I'm not imminent for Ahsoka or anything, but it's just that feeling of... Do we just leave it? Ooh, triple health on gas. I've not seen that. Okay. Finn being the second fastest is a little bit wild. Bam being the fifth fastest is very wild. Alright. We'll leave it there. Let's see what they've set. Your last opponent this week, you cleared for 2079, is 15.5 million. Yeah, you definitely punched up a bit there, I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, I said it last time, right? I don't hold as much value as most people do to Relic 9s and 8s. I respect them, but I think a lot of the time there's this feeling of... Again, I need to word this carefully, because the thing is, I am in Kyber 2, and I don't face Kyber 1 opponents, so at Kyber 1, I can imagine it becomes more important. But to me right now especially, it just doesn't really factor in that much. It's like, okay, it's good to know, and if you see an R9 on something in particular, it's definitely worth keeping an eye out, but it never feels like it's the biggest clincher. Like, I still feel like Datacrons, mods, they're still like the levelers, if you like, whereas Relics, that's like, okay, they're interesting, but maybe not the biggest thing. So, maybe that's just where my brain is right now. Maybe it will change down the line. How important is Bows vs Zeta? I was thinking to skip it. Trying to think what a first Zeta is. Is that the first special? I applied that today, oddly enough. I'm guessing that is... Here we go. Darksaber Flourish. I mean, that might be a sign. I applied it last. But yeah, I would definitely do the others before that, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there, T-Max. My C on my main... Sorry, my free-to-play is R8, but my main is R7, same with JMK and Jabba. And the only reason I've taken my higher is just to give them that little boost of health for... Sorry, on my main, I'd take up JMK... Sorry, I'd take up C on my main just to get the health boost. And for the other two, it'd be more for, like, PB, but that's not even the biggest thing, is it? Yeah, Darksaber Flourish. I mean, I'd get it eventually, but if you like a bit Zeta type right now, I'm sure you could skip it if you want to put it on something else. I imagine either cost a lot or he's in one of the top whaler guilds. That means he can keep up with everything. And I'm probably being generous with the latter one. I mean, 15.5 mil. Oh, the account's getting to 16 mil now. Yeah, 16.3 the top player is. Although that's interesting to know, only the 7 players are over 16 mil. Yeah, 15.5, you actually faced probably one of the top players. Well, top GP wise anyway, they're probably in this little bracket we're looking at. But yeah, I'd say you were a bit unlucky in that regard. Yeah, I think that's a priority. If you got a Zeta, yeah, I'd put it on Order 6. Make sure you can do the Order 66 stuff. I mean, it might not be the most important feat, but you don't want to be sort of risking it, do you? Ah, was that it? Inglorious Blasters. Yeah, with an account like this, I suspect it's a case of what do you not have built up. I'm just going to skim to the bottom for all our sakes. That kind of answers it, doesn't it? I suppose it makes your plan a bit easier, though. You know everything's relicked up, so it's just a case of how to beat it. You know, when I'm doing my planning, I have to think, right, do they have this? Do they have that? Whereas you're like, yeah, they've got it. So where do I go from here? That's Inglorious Blaster, our late faced. Just to make sure it wasn't me, in case you just came in snappy. Alright. So. Yeah, 2079 one-shot is very good. I mean, obviously someone with everything could still overshoot that, but you've certainly set a good target for them. You know, any drops on their side, they're in trouble. And it's where I always think to myself, that's where knowledge comes in. You know, they might have more, but do you have more knowledge on how to use what you've got? Again, not disrespecting them, they might have more knowledge, but you get my point, don't you? General Kenobi Ada, how you doing? So we've had a drop on this wall. GG held. That's nice to see. Can I just point out as well, my Enoch on the screen is Relic 1. He is now Relic 7. I'll partly put that down to the double triple drops helping me out, but I think if I were to look through my roster, even my IG-12 and Paz Vizsla would not be beyond low relics, so I did a lot of good work last week. You experimented with Big Robot? How are you finding it? Are we talking about Hydra Stomper there, by the way, or are we talking about something Swoggo? I think it'd be Hydra Stomper. Okay, so Ray Held, that's a big hold for us. Let's move the cam here. Maybe that's a bit better so you can see the teams at least. Yeah, Stomper's interesting. You essentially need cards that you can add move on your side, but without being a complete move deck, ideally. You know, you don't want like Iron Fists and Human Torches. You want things more like Stilk, for instance. Stilk's just going to move around constantly, so that's brilliant. Rocket and Groot, that's another example. Or Nocturne. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're making it work as you were, then by all means, don't just change it because I'm saying that. You know, you play it the way you want to play it. It's more just that that's the way I've seen some success. Either you're moving cards on your side, like I've just mentioned, or you're finding a way to move your cards and your opponent's cards. Okay, so no other rolls. That's good to see. Let's start writing down what we've got to face then, because Lord Vader's chilling there. Thankfully, it's not the Lord Vader we're all worried about. I have seen Thanos on Going's top of the meta at the moment. I didn't want to climb with it, so I am trying other things. I mean, I started off the season with Infinity Ultron. Even now, I'm still dipping into it a little bit. I've used Surge a bit since I got it, so that has been decent. And I managed to get Esme Cuckoo last night, so I've had a few games with that this morning, and that's not bad actually. A deck that I found from Regis. He did a Miss Positive deck. You know, again, I'll give him his due. It was a fair cook. All right, R9 Gungans. That's interesting. And we've got a dash team. Right. But yeah, I do try and avoid meta. I mean, it's like that Infinity Ultron idea. I wanted to try and climb with that. And oddly, even though it is technically meta because it's at the top of Infinity rank, it's not a deck I've seen much. I've been trying a Hala deck last night as well. It's one that KM Best highlighted. I like the idea of it as far as it not being completely a Hala deck. It's more of a ramp deck. Alright, thank you, Minifaki, for actually playing Ezra with Ahsoka. That's kind of a relief to see. Even if you have put everything else alongside it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 GLs. Cool. So Leia does Ahsoka. I'm going to put Great Mothers down for Gungans, just for the simple fact I don't care if they are 9. The Great Mothers just destroy them. Yeah, my head was definitely going for Seer Malicos there. Bane, it's tempting, but I have lost that a few times as well, so I'm kind of over it. Suppose as a backup we would have Jabba. As far as the Great Mothers we've got to face, we've got Darth Revan. For Lord Vader without the new pals, we could do JML. Padme. I really don't want to do Traya, but I feel like I've been penned in a bit there. We could do Gungans on Qui-Gon. And those smugglers are a bit of a concern. I fear that they could take the first turn and nuke whatever I put down. Let's just check what it is. That's good to know. I think I would prefer to do that if I can afford to. You know what? I will move Jabba there. I'm wondering if Raver's got it in her to take the first turn now. If she takes the first turn, we could then gain turn meter and negate the 25% turn meter they gain, hopefully. But the trouble is that if Dash takes a turn, we're dead. Yeah, it might be okay. I mean, granted I'm using counters, not insight, but 100% win rate, that looks positive. I suppose that's a backup. We could do see what? Just assume they haven't got enough to take down C on his own. Or even like that, see that what? Balin's got a bit of tankiness. My Bo-Katan only got unlocked during this week, so yeah, she's not available. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. If anything, Lord Vader would have been no problem at all. Like I said, we've got Balin, we've got Sidious, we've got Dad Bob Bulba, Malgus, Traya. There's quite a few big hitters. C, I forgot C in that list. So got a few big things to take out of Backwall, so I feel like we've got a good starting point here, and then hopefully we don't need cleanups after this. Hopefully. Alright, let's go here. Oh, not you, not you. Okay. Yo, sweet, how you doing? Let's smack that. Okay, stuns are nice. Stuns are our friends. Double tap the Great Mothers. Basic again. Let's just keep that fear turning over. If they didn't know, they're being extremely tanky and it's annoying. There we go. Right now, just don't let her get a hit because I'm worried about a one-shot in Radin. Alright, down and out. Good start, 67. Next up, Leia. It feels so edgy when that happens, doesn't it? I mean, it obviously can work. You can make it work, but you just know that all it takes is one turn for the enemy to get and he's dead. It's so rough. Oh, Kunlun is fun when you're playing a move deck. I mentioned Silk. I love that as a combo as well. Let's leave that. Let's go here. You put your deck in Discord. It's probably not great, but it's working. Oh, yeah, feel free to share. And yeah, I mean, I don't have everything. I'm far from having everything. Yeah, I think that's the thing. In 3s, you want Darth Revan. In 5s, you want Malgus. Lovely. Alright. Let's top up layer where we can. Vision's one I actually feel sorry for in terms of the meta. I feel like 5/8 is decent stats. You don't want to try and decrease his cost or give him more power, but on the flip side, it's hard to slide him in decks right now. Yeah, move is quite a good place for him to be. Maybe he needs to be in something like ramp move, if there was a thing. Right, let's put that there. Put that there. Bye-bye. Ooh, you sneaky little so-and-so with your Datacron. Gets me every time. I mean, arguably that's the issue, isn't it? If you get in Vision that late, you're not really getting the benefit, are you? 57. All right. Good start so far. Baney baby, don't let me down. No health. As health. It feels weird wasting, I say wasting this Chronia, but I'm thinking I'm planning to do JML, JKL, Jedi Knight Cal on Lord Vader, and I don't really feel like we need the increased time to get, or the decreased time even to get the insta-kill, so yeah, this feels, oh, shoot, I've just realised what team I'm going in. I'm glad I saw that. Ooh. I would have been cussing. Yeah, go on, have some armor, fam. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it. I would have been cussing. Say, I think there's some folks there who enjoyed me doing Afro Lead Inquisitors and they were hoping for a repeat. Actually, I've got The Simpsons in my head. It's like that episode where all of Homer's co-workers are waiting in the doorway and saying, just a moment, he's going to do something stupid. Yep. All right, let's do that. Right, we're hanging in there. Next level theory crafting or me after a few drinks? You know, take your pick. Also a great reason for me to not drink on stream. Well, depending on your point of view, me and my banners would say, yeah. Alright, let's get these two in the correct battle this time. Suck, suck, suck. Can we just stun you? No. I don't know if it makes you immune to stun. Probably does. I haven't actually done one, I don't think, since that birthday stream when I did Geogasser. And for what it's worth, I haven't been drinking much in general, so that's been another factor. I was going to say, I would like a turn, please. Oh, we got Drogon, cool. Permakill there, please. Thank you. Right, stuck there. And... oh. We survived, but I didn't want that. Am I wrong? It's Tina Turner that. I will survive. $55, that's fine. Alright, jab jab. Send in our rogue archaeologist and her friendly droids. Probably. But we still got it done, so yeah, I'm fine. Now my free-to-play where my Banes are 7, maybe then that's a valid point. I've been debating, do I take Bane to R8 there, just to help out a little bit. Slow down, you're moving too fast. Armshot, please. Thank you. Bye-bye, Wookie. But you were going down, I should say. Got on the bye-bye train a little too early there. Can't be long, though. By the way, I appreciate you going for the summon. Very kind of you, Chrysanthemum. Where are you throwing that? At the summon? Fantastic. You keep going for that summon. You know what? Let's put Burn Baby Burn out. We do love some Burn Baby Burn. Torture. And increase those cooldowns. No specials for you. Bye-bye, Jab Jab. Love it. 57 banners. Apologies for the ad break, Twitch. I didn't see it until literally I just finished the battle. Okay. So, wall cleared. We're just behind them. Okay. All Galactic Legends have a load of health. Was he R9 anyway? Yeah, it was Relic 9 as well, so he got the maximum potential health, if you like. Alright, Batwall. We have got Mon Mothma. We've got Iden. We've got Adrad. Enoch. And Balin. So we found out last time Sidious won't work for me here. I think we might move these to there. Maybe we can throw C at that. Although saying that, I think we throw C there, maybe? No. We throw C at that, and then we do Balin there, Adrad there, Malgus there, and honestly, Dabbot? They've changed the Datacron? What have they changed? I know I was told last time to give it a go and it didn't work. That was simply because Sidious can't kill Balin with the dots. But I didn't know that, and apparently we were trying to do it based on offense anyway, which I didn't mod for. Well, not so much offense, but you meant to mod with like better stats. Yeah, I'm fine anyway how we're doing this. So let me just check. Is there anything there for that? No, that's a shame. Yeah, exactly. My mods weren't good enough. I'm not going to shy away from that. I mean, saying that, we've got Sid here just chilling. Is there anything here that screams out solo? Does it still work this round, the Civis Balin? I mean, from what I can gather, let me just go into Balin here and then. Oh, I'm not saying that this guy hasn't got the army here. Oh, he hasn't got any of the armies. Let's have a look at my own then. I was going to do it here, wasn't I? There we go. In the Omicron, for the lead, defeated enemies can't be revived, and mercenary allies can't be instantly defeated, which means the dots can't insta-kill. I was trying to think what would easily apply the dots but not cleanse them, because I feel like with Mon Mothma, especially with that Terminator Cron, there'd be a lot of cleansing. You know, they would be gaining Terminator up the wazoo, and even if I'm countering, it'll be hard for me to apply the dots, I would have thought. Maybe that? But saying that, I don't know if Sid can do it. Are we talking about Sid versus Mon Mothma, Hal? Enoch is 50%, was said, okay. Okay. Well, I would say they've dropped a couple, so we've got a little bit of room to science. Just on the off chance it doesn't work, you know. Yeah, let's give it a go. I suppose the only issue would be if I get killed straight away, but they can't mass assist on me, so we shouldn't have that problem. Yeah, it's definitely frequent, but I get what you mean about it not being constant. Yeah, that is totally true. I have not got great mods, so that will play a part here. And plus, this is probably the most I use Sidious. You know, I'm not going to mod him this week because I know it's going into 5v5 season, so I'll just wait until Trigger 3 comes back around. Go on, yeah. Not like I can do anything in particular. Actually, good timing for it. Okay. Kyle's getting hit a bit. We like it. Oh, lovely. Okay, yeah, of course she brings him back. We know that. Lovely. Yeah, all as expected. The amount of hand waving this team does is unreal, isn't it? Like a bad dance party. I'm assuming the ramp is the unique, like in the raid. Oh, the lead. Right. Oh, okay, kind of. I was kind of right, because in the raid, the third lead does go to Mole. I was kind of there. I looked at the Datacron just to make sure it's, how do I phrase it? It wasn't that. Yeah, Pants with Penny, she's got the revive ready. Hey, you doing alright then, sweet? I would say Arena's not like the top game mode, but it's good for people to get used to what teams work, what teams don't. Yeah, 90 seconds left. This isn't looking too great. I mean, we'll keep it running. We'll just see if it does come good, but essentially we need back-to-back-to-back kills. Okay, getting there. Oh, you little git. Where are the D-bag sunglasses? Go on, let me pull them out. I know I'm going to start putting a timer on that, by the way, because I'm actually struggling to see out of these for long periods. What's the bet Luthen bring? No, yeah, not even Luthen. Mon. Great. There we go. I think you used stocking offense on level 6. Didn't notice what you had on level 6, but could be mods or something. Yeah, I don't think I've got stacking offense on mine. I've got... Oh, no, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we're just not getting there, are we? Unless Sid surprised me with some really quick back-to-back kills. It's the level 3? Right. Oh, saying that. Do we keep that? I mean, I did nothing to impact it, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, feels worth it. All right. I'm just wondering, do I have Nest? I don't, do I? No. Yeah, I can give that a go. Yeah, that's a good idea. I wouldn't have thought of that one. Is this enough, or is Luthen still smoking us? Let's give it a go. The game devs have not been particularly kind to certain factions in terms of making them dark side or light side, when reality is they're probably neutral. Oh, okay, we did lose one. I think we just back out of that. I think Death Trooper was kind of big there. Yeah, let me take these off. I can see through them, it's just I do need to get the lenses recalibrated. I think I got them in 2019 and I've had these about a year now, so my eyes have changed a bit. Maybe we just throw Balin at it. I mean, that was the original plan. Bit overkill, but I suppose the alternative is we did dab up Bulba. At least then it's a 2v2, but yeah, maybe doing dab up Bulba's just slightly. I don't know, I might as well try and get a 58 versus whatever this would be. Alright, let's send that in. Just to base it. Alright. At least that's out the way. What did we say for Iden? It was Adrad, wasn't it? I've seen Scout in this team for a while. I mean, to be fair, I don't feel like I see Iden that often, but yeah, Scout's kind of become the, well, just sort of the constant second with DTMG. All right, one down. Okay, not who I want. That is, like, just plain old bad. Alright, just kill him. I've just realised we can't just kill him. Because we didn't have Bleeding Spark of the Rebellion. What am I talking about? This is not going to plan. Okay, better not... That was just terrible balance and I want it over with. Alright, back on track. Adrad, what was the plan? Dabba Bulba. I will try and get some more Datacrons for everyone so that no one's having panic attacks next 5v5. One down. Two down. Three down. Yeah, no Datacrons. Only 10 exposes, yeah. We could handle a couple more, I think. What's Leo's line in The Wolf of Wall Street? You gotta pump that up, that's rookie numbers. Oh no, it isn't Leo, it's to Leo. It was McConaughey. Okay, might as well full auto from here. Whatever we get, we get. Yeah, when he does the big leap and it misses, that's just like a big massive sad, isn't it? Alright, 56. It's only one off, so that's fine. And Balin. What was the plan for Balin? Jab jab. Okay. What? Something in me wants to focus on Shin for a minute. Maybe that's Billy, but feels like you're not having a party if you're not dealing with Shin Hearty. Pop that up, I guess. Trying to hit both the sides. Yeah, let's just send that in. Can we? Nope, we can't. Okay. I got my answer at least. I'll keep that one in mind, because I have been trying to see if there is a use for EP Mara without Starkiller. Let's just basic again. This feels like one of these counters that could take a while. Alright, we got a death mark there, but the trouble is he cleansed it straight away, so... Oh, okay, that shield just took some massive hits. I feel like the issue I've got here is we've got no damage. Yeah, there's the shield. Yeah. That ain't working. Right, I'm thinking we can move Jabba to Balin. I mean, again, I was going off this. That did say Jar Jar and Phalanx. So I was just going by what I saw. That's Songi who did it. I mean, looking at it, I would agree. Tarpals make sense because there was no damage in that. But, and let me click on the video. I'm wondering if Bit didn't, like, use it right. Like, maybe put Phalanx when it was Tarpals. Yeah, he used Tarpals. That to me looks like Tarpals anyway. Yeah, so that was just a misquote from Bit Dynasty. Yeah, I mean, this is an argument for checking the videos before actually going in, but when you just glance and you think, right, that's what it is, yeah. That does feel a bit rough. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I'm not being confrontational about it, you know, just, it was wrong. Right, maybe we can get away with Traya there. One Inquisitor. Marek's a mercenary, so he goes with Balin and Shin. Yeah, if in doubt, just assume it's a little bit prescribed. Alright, contract. Nice. Let's just do a basic, get some protection up on Leia. And there we go. Where am I? Alright, so we're going to do C here and D what, I guess? I mean, I'm actually wondering, could we get away with C Armourer? I don't think it matters either way, does it? Surely C can just do this. Yeah, with it being the Omicron deactivated, essentially, is that thing of surely, you know, surely that's the case. Yeah, 100%. That's fine. Where I do miss Insight, I found it really useful in terms of just keeping track of what was working, what was not. Let's go there. Yeah, I feel like it's worthwhile just pumping Anakin just so that the healing immunity stops. That'd be nice too. Kind of. There we go. I mean, I think that worked well. Alright, we are in an ad break. That came at the right time. There we go. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I was looking at what you said, I was like, I was weighing up, do I actually ult or do I try and line up an ult after a heal? And yeah, it did work out, but I totally get where you were coming from. Yikes. The gas strat? Are we talking about this here, or are we talking about... Are we still on with Qui-Gon? Oh no, yeah, you were talking about C in terms of the gas strat, in terms of don't ult, yeah. Alright, brain got there eventually. Just really have to imagine a snail going along the screen. That's my brain. I don't even go for the tortoise, I go for a snail. Alright, pump the handmaiden as much as we can. Oop. I was going to say, keep that taunt up, Savage. We need it. Ooh, dear. Oh! Wow. Let's go through on the few times I've used that ability with Savage and it hasn't killed something. That is a chunky handmaiden. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was like unimpressive damage. I did have a more crude joke in my head, but I thought I'll hold that one in. Alright. Let's go there. Boink. Oh, hang on, we did have the insta-kill there. That was touch misplay. $57 still. Alright, feeling a lot better now, because that was the one I wasn't sure would work, only because of my tunes not being that great. Yeah, a little bit. I think I was kind of just faffing around more than I needed to. Alright, pop that off. Sorry, I can feel things below me. This is the beautiful thing I love. My cat is trying to get in the bed underneath me, and my dog's there. So it's as if she's saying, I am going down there, and you're not stopping me. It kind of comes to this point where they have a little date on and say, we'll share it. I need to cleanse, so pass that to JML. I felt like my mouse was out of my control then. I'm gonna say, some people's minds, they're stuck in the gutter, aren't they? Oh, did I miss one? Sorry. I mean, I don't mind that. Force influence isn't like the biggest thing, but having it isn't the worst thing either. Right. Keep passing to Cal. I do want to get him into the dual stance. Look, I play my own way. I like making you twitch. I'm sure there's a good meme for it. I've got something like Mr. Krabs sort of twitching when someone takes money away from him. Ah, okay. $50. All right. Let it go down now. All right. This one, quote unquote, can't go downhill. Are you talking to him? Alright, let's get that on Misa Bosnasciorana. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not doing something bad for a change. Right, just gotta go shut the back door a minute. I'll leave this on. Oh, no, I'll be on. Hello again. Right. I'm guessing that sound alert's playing up. I think this was Raider, wasn't it? Oof. Okay. Yeah, I need to heal up 7th. Just make sure Xiang's in there. They've all got a stack of purge, so we're doing that. Okay. Ability block's okay. I mean, not great banners, but I will take it. 54. I feel like I've got to speed up a little bit because I've run into my fleet climb period, so yeah, I need to get this bit done. Okay, so I can do a prof mirror. Alright, completely forgot what I was facing for a second. I was like, do I need 3 or do I need 2? Okay, House 2's become really popular starting. Either that or I've just happened to face a few of them recently. Let's just basic over there. House 2 will take a turn, I imagine. Or not. There we go. Right, we can ignore taunts, let's pop that over there. There's one tenacity up on the field, but I don't mind that. Houndstooth stays, so I don't mind going like that. Heal up Fury. Oh, that was a bit early, but not the worst. Okay. I'm actually fine with this. We just stun Houndstooth, kill Punishing One, bish bash bosh. Alright, cool. It's weird how they've got those Sith Trooper dudes there and they've not actually bought them in the game. Like, wouldn't it have made as much sense to have given us, like, Bastila and some of the other tunes that we've got rather than just having some rando soldiers. Like, at least then they wouldn't have had to create the character models, is my point. Even if they are just copy, cut, paste. Yeah, I suppose. That long ago, you'd think that the models would be a bit dated. I'd say that long ago as if 2019 is like a millennia ago. Tilted. Oh, wrong assist. Can that burn, baby burn, kill that Y-Wing, please? Yay. That's like why I always save the big hit for bigs. Just try and take bigs out as quick as we can. Not like he does anything big, but it's just so that he's not a nuisance and holding us up. Right, so bomber goes in a minute. We should be able to cleanse all this lot. There we go. I don't think we'll be able to hit on because he should wiggle in a second, but we can still go for Outrider. There we go, there's the wiggle. But at least I remember it. If I don't wiggle, it doesn't really improve things. Sorry, if I don't put the burning out, I should say. They only got 2 reinforcements or something. Bit odd that. Bring Phantom in, you'd have thought Ghost would be coming in. Yeah, it looks like they got 2 in reserve. Interesting choice by the AI. I did something the other day about taking out the TIE fighter. And it makes it a little bit more... I don't know what battle it was, but it makes it slightly better to get Defender in. If you use an Executrix. I found that interesting. I've never tried starting with reinforcements, but not a full fleet. Okay, we hit that to get the counter. Reinforce with Defender. Give it a good smack. Steal that. Ooh, we got an evade. Oh dear. Yeah, that is quite interesting. I like the idea in terms of ballsiness. Yeah, I think that was a misplay again on my side. I don't think it was massive, like, costliness, but I can see why you would do it. Alright, 2022. Not my favourite year, but we will move on. Hopefully it's enough to stall this guy. Claim me energy. Let's just clock in a fleet battle. Yeah, go for monkey lizard. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do get the logic. I think with Aiden, I'm just confident in her damage. Whereas, obviously, if you're not hitting it, then the damage means nothing. So I completely get where you were coming from. More about explaining why I do the wrong thing rather than not knowing why it's wrong. But maybe if I had my Darth Vader at Relic 9, I'd be more tempted to pump with him. Just looking to see if I've got my platoons ready. I know I need to check it. Oh, okay, so you called the assist on Ray, I'm guessing. Rail, what's his face? Bomber? Star Fortress? Honestly, I think with that, it's just... I click on what I see at the time. You know, what I fancy. But yeah, there is a strat there for sure. In general, I don't feel I do bad with that in terms of getting 74. That time was rough. I don't think I've got that low before. But yeah, there were a few misplays. That has just reminded me, I could do a check-in when our raid's running. I really hope it isn't tonight. Like, I know I haven't got to do it tonight, but it's like... I've just got a feeling it launches tonight just to basically compound Hell Week. We might have enough for launch. Yeah, if 180 for launch, I don't know how many we get a day technically, but 20k doesn't seem out of reach. So, yay. The only thing I can say positively about it is the fact that I do actually need currency, so I don't mind it for that reason, but I don't particularly enjoy the prospect of another 2 hours on top doing that. Right, I do need to come back here and do a battle, but my free-to-play accounts had no attention, and I'm further behind on fleet there, so I do need to get a battle in early there. You know, early as in 35 minutes to go early. Yeah, that was a bit... I don't know what it is with OBS at the moment. It is seeming a little bit buggy. I might need to update it. Maybe there's the version I'm on is not that smooth. feel like I've got knuckled down this week as well. Like, I kind of got into my PS5 this past fortnight, so I've not done as much on YouTube as I would have liked. My Let's Play channel, I think it's about 3 weeks since I uploaded a video there. So I feel like I need to just get back on that train a bit. Just try and... I want to try and get Death Stranding 1 uploaded to my Let's Play channel before the second game comes out next month. That's my aim. So it just means I'm going to have to knuckle down and actually edit these damn videos. And they don't require much editing. They're not like... I don't do like intricate editing or anything. It's just... I make sure I cut out long gaps than, you know, anything that you would expect. But for some reason, I've stalled the hell out of it. Here we go. Oh, hang on. We picked off auto. Like, I'm pretty sure we could go on auto for a bit, but I'm like, let's not do that. What is the term for it? There we go, ignoring preloads. Oh, right, cool. Thought I did auto. Yeah, for clarity, in case anyone was looking at that, last TB we had 2 people ignore preload, so we ended up missing a star on Coruscant, and I can't remember exactly how Tatooine ended up, but the idea was we were meant to be doing 2 days minimum on Tatooine to get as many Raver Shards as possible in terms of spreading them out. Instead, we only had 1 day on there, so I'm sure we missed out on Raver Shards. And yeah, the person who ignored the preload on the Tatooine day, yeah, they got booted. The one for Coruscant, I don't know if they reached out to someone, but I don't think they got booted. You know, like, if it's one of them things, it's an accident, you're not going to go full throttle at them, but I feel like there's got to be a warning this time. 1 is like an accident, fair enough. 2, yeah, you can't tolerate it. You gotta put your foot down a bit. It's embarrassing. Alright, let's do some account hopping. That was laggy as heck on it. If software could scream, that was screaming. In your own time, EA. And say I'm not in any hurry. Just thought I might put Watchbot on my main just to see if Temin's opponent attacks while we're streaming. That's one of the things that I find interesting with guilds as well. Like just there, I wrote that message and I was thinking, how do I phrase that DBs today? Because, I mean, it is. Like, it's in, what, 2-3 hours, I'm guessing? But it's that thing of, like, say you've got an Australian, and then you've got someone like the other side of the world kind of deal. It's not the same day for him, is it? I wouldn't even know if, like, TP starts for someone else tomorrow. Or yesterday, even. I feel like I might be going too deep with it, but it's just that thing of how do you lure time at times? Alright, ad breaks over on Twitch. Yeah, I don't miss much, that's why I let it carry on playing. We're going to go back to Crimson and Mint, and then I'm hoping I can just blitz through those fleet battles because I don't want to be doing fleet all hour. Well, yeah, exactly. It's this 24-hour period. It's more just a case of, like, is everyone's 24-hour period... Like... Again, I'm probably going too deep on it. But it's that idea of, like... For me right now, it's, what, 3:34? But I know for someone, it's like their morning, isn't it? And for someone else, it's their evening to night. So it's like that thing of, like... Is it actually, like... tomorrow for someone? Like, say someone's 9 hours 9 hours ahead of me. Technically, it's tomorrow when I'm writing today. Do you know where I'm coming from? Again, I've probably gone like a little too deep on it, but it sort of amused me. Alright, I've got to just check this just because it's kind of 9 hours ahead of UK. Alright, that's kind of where I was looking. So apparently, Japan Standard Time, Korea Standard Time, Eastern Indonesian Standard Time, they are 9 hours ahead according to this website I'm looking at. That's like 11:36 their time. That's kind of where my head went, that I'm writing today, but it's not today for everyone. I probably haven't got an Indian guild, mate, but you get my point, don't you? Just that sort of how words can be accidentally not correct. Oh, I do love the loading symbol of death when I'm trying to load the game. Okay, 6 and 2, 62. Or 6 to 2. The game I've been playing, I'll say I've been playing a fair bit. The game I want to carry on playing is RoboCop Rogue City. That was on the PlayStation Plus freebie catalog, I think. And I've got to admit, I was enjoying it. I'd seen some gameplay of it before, and I was like, right, I'm actually curious what it feels like. And yeah, I want to see where that story goes. A little bit out there for me, but I'm intrigued. Plus, I don't think there are many games that actually let you play as a cop, as it were, like someone who's got to obey the law, you know. The only one I can think is L.A. Noire, and that was, by comparison, a longer time ago. Yeah, I mean, I think that's for me in general at the moment. If I'm playing a game, I want to have fun. I don't want to be sort of grinding. It is why I haven't picked up Marvel Rivals this month or this season. I feel like if I'm playing a game like that, I'm really trying to grind it. Whereas something like RoboCop, it's not something that you're going to be upset if you're not playing it. You know what I mean? You're not going to be upset if you're not playing it well. Exactly, yeah. Plus, it is actually fun playing as like a walking tank almost. You know, you've got a bunch of people who, like, the one of the levels I've played is like, you've got a bunch of people on bikes just sort of trying to intimidate you, and you've just got this pistol with unlimited ammo that you can just keep firing at them like a hand cannon. You know, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, it's a fun way of just spending an hour just taking them down. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do want to get into some of the story games again. Like, on my library, I've got so many things that I've not played that I need to pick up and pay some time to, but some of them I've said I wanted to do, like, YouTube series on, and then some of them I've just never thought to sit down and play. Spent one night playing Control, and I thought it was alright. Like, I didn't think it was a bad game or anything. I'm not sure how quickly I'll get pulled back to it, though, because as games go, it was something that I think intrigued me for the night I played it, but getting that little oomph to want to play it again. So it's nice when something grabs you and says, yeah, I won't play this again. I won't keep playing it. Like something like Hitman, I played that a lot in the last 5-10 years. Or nearly 10 years. And I think there's a point when you think, all right, I'm kind of happy putting that down. You know, at least having a break from it. And then you've got things like FIFA that are always around. Well, the old FIFA is now FD something. But yeah, nice when you can have a change of pace. Let's see while I'm just sitting here. Have we got anything we can get from the stores? Yeah, I don't think I've got currency here. Oh, I did waste more of that than I meant to. Not the worst thing, but just slightly inefficient of me. Meant to spend off so I could use more later. Oh, okay. Hey, nice one, Soft. I'm gonna say, it's a tough event, but I'm glad you got it. I feel like that third tier, it's something, I think it's up there in terms of like the difficulty spike tiers that we have. You know, I'm not saying the other ones were easy or anything, but I'm thinking of like how the Malik event had that. It wasn't just something you could overpower at the time of launch anyway. It was something where you did have to think through what you were doing. And yeah, I'm kind of in that camp of, I do like those events where you have to think. You can't just sort of say, right, take some to Relic 5 and you're fine. Just mixes it all up a bit, doesn't it? Eight Omicrons away from an Omicron. I don't know what I'm going to do next here. I might do CX2 just in prep for Lord Vader. But I don't know if that's like wasting an Omi right now. I mean, the fact I did Padawan Obi-Wan kind of indicates I haven't got like a must-do Omicron. I think the one that I might have been umming and ahhing over was Third Sister. But even on my main, I've only got like one Omicron on her. Not like she needs the others. I mean, maybe Malgus, but again, that feels like a weird one though, because I don't think I ever noticed that when I'm doing Grand Arena. It's the trouble, I can't actually see the Omicrons, so it's a little bit difficult gauging them. mean, this thing's going ping in a minute, but let me just go on here. Right, so Discord. Let's see. Oh, maybe that. I'm Queen Amidala. That's the lead, isn't it? That could be justifiable. Just realised you can't see him properly, can you? I mean, it says then Captain Rex. That's Gear 12. So I know I've just been saying CX2, but I don't know. I'm not feeling Captain Rex right now. My play swim people, that's not like a must Omicron. I haven't got Saw at Relic, so that feels like a bit of a waste. Stap is Stap, it's like, eh. Wrecker Sweep, again, Third Sister doesn't really need them. And Tusken Raider, I haven't got the lead, I haven't got Chieftain and Warrior at Relic, so that's kind of moot. But yeah, I'm in an interesting spot as far as I've got things that I haven't really got something I need to Omicron, but it almost feels like I should be ordering. And I will add as well, these current marquees, the clones and the vanguards, I am trying to keep up with them. So even if I can't get Mace the first time it comes around, I'd like to think I could go for the second one. So you think, is it worth saving Omnis for that? All of this where I don't even know what Mace is going to be good at. It would be a bit of a laugh, wouldn't it, if Mace wasn't actually in the raid? A bit like, oh yeah, he isn't a Vanguard. Well, sorry, correction, he is a Vanguard, but the Vanguards didn't do anything in the raid. It would be a bit of a mind melter, wouldn't it? I'm sure they've said he's in the raid. It's just one of those where it would be one hell of a twist. Kind of agreed with Zaros' recommendation. Don't know when he put the video out, but it was like a priority video, or priority list video. And he was saying, I'm a Gundial, probably have some role in the raid. Like when I was on my main, I am trying to take up some of these legacy characters to Gear 12. It's where with Ima, I'm thinking it would not surprise me if they haven't given him some sneaky little mechanic where he'll make the Vanguards tick. Or at least a team of Vanguards. I mean, there's going to be 10 Vanguards, aren't there? Minimum. So maybe they're all involved, and then you have Mace's team, and then you have a second team with... Again, maybe it's a certain lead, and you have to have Ima in the team. You think about it as well, it is pretty rough that we know it's New Bad Batch, we know it's the Empire clones, and we assume it's Jedi Vanguard. That's 3 factions that are pretty brand new. And assuming it stays the same, we only get 5 runs at it, it means two groups are probably going to be things we've already got. So it's like we've got to guess what we need. If you're not a good guesser, it feels rough. Anyway, Besta Quadra from SW Portugal XBA something. Okay, so GP difference. I'm 11.4 mil on my free to play. They are 12.4. Zeta's 296 to 335. Omicron's 38 to 28. Nice to see we're ahead. GLs, they've got the full set to my 6. I'm missing Jabba, Leia, and Ahsoka. Relics, 189 to 234. Breakdown there. They're only 3 ahead on the 9s, 5 to 8. 8s, 15 to 21. 7s, I'm ahead, 85 to 69. They're ahead on the 5s, I'm 59, they're 68. Speeds, we're ahead, 57 to 25 on the 25s. 20s are 217 to 185. They've got the 15s, 378 to 486. Alright. We're ahead on Datacron rerolls by the looks of it, so that's not bad. I'm not so sure about that C modding. Or that Wampa. Okay. Some very interesting choices for fast characters. I mean, I don't think I've seen Scion that fast in a long time. I didn't know Enoch could get that fast. And I'll give this guy respect. Plo at 275. Love it. It's not something you see at all often, but I like to see it. Alright, let's see what they've done. I mean, it's where it's kind of confirmed. You know, it's like, we haven't said it's Jedi Vanguard, but if we're assuming Jedi Vanguard equals Revenge of the Sith era characters, then yeah. You know what I mean? It isn't said, literally, but it's as good, isn't it? But like, I can't help but say it would be a laugh if he wasn't. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna pull everyone's leg here and make them think it's that. Alright. Let's get these down. Dash. We've got Kenobi. We've got CLS. We've got Rey. And we've got Rex 5s. Pull that side wall. Alright, we got Lord Vader with Poe without an Apocron. Okay. The Great Mothers, Jabba, Beskar Armor Mando, and Malgus. Okay, some interesting choices. I feel like JML Lord Vader is the easy one. Raver, hopefully Raver can do Kenobi. Revan can do the Great Mothers. Malgus can do Rex 5s. For Jabba, yeah, I'd rather not take a chance there. What was the Rey comp? Was it Ezra? Yeah. Alright, so we do Slacker on that. Did see Bit Dynasty put something out last night, I think? He showed that apparently B1 and GBA got a higher win rate than Dart Ray and Hook. bit surprising, but I got the logic. About the same. It's an interesting info either way, isn't it? I could have sworn I used Seer Malicos the other day against Jabba. Yeah, I did. You see Malicos and Starkiller. But I think we give that a crack there. What do you think? Starkiller used to be able to take out Jabba. So you'd think the pumped up comp would be able to do it as well. What happens when I think? C against Malgus. Bit overkill considering the Malgus comp, but why not? Beskar Armor Mando. Oh yeah, for sure there are assist issues, but I think we'll get through them. I suppose it's what we do with Bam. Bam's just kind of annoying. Anything about the team in particular? It's Hondo and Sana, so... Oh, it's Retaliate. Okay, that's kind of good. Oh, you'd rather it than the good level 6. Okay. An R7 Bushin and R6 Chrysanthemum. Granted, there's a... I was going to say there's an Omicron and Chrysanthemum, but most people do have the Omicron and Chrysanthemum. When I was talking about Omicrons before, that might actually be the one I need to just make sure he's beefy and GA. I'm going to run the Twitch ad now just to get it out of the way while I'm still thinking what we're doing. I'm wondering if we do Iden on CLS. And then... There's Dash on Chewie. Essentially, I need something that... You know, it's not going to get deleted badly. I mean, I have got DTMG. Probably wing that a little bit, but the trouble is I haven't got Scout. Might be with a crap though. Bo-Katan does feel like a real possibility there. Good to know Trey's win rate's down because I was considering that. Yeah, I think we do Bo-Katan. It feels a bit awkward ripping her ear, but I'm thinking if we play Bo and just get through that, then we've still got a little bit for the back wall. I mean, we've got Depot Bulba, we've got Traya, Bane. There's a few things. If it's a massive thing, we could have a bit of difficulty, but if it's what we can see right now, or if it's not as bad as what we can see now, then we should be alright. Alright, I'm going to get this one out of the way early because I'm sure that this is the one that Osprey's got the most nerves over. I'm not saying I'm comfortable, but I'm content to let it play out and see how it goes. Bit of a shame we use the light side cron like that as well. Right, we've got a fair few stacks of, yeah, Malicos' thing. Yeah, just delete. I'll admit, I did forget the first turn, but equally, I don't think it was that important because I didn't need to... it wouldn't have really made much of an impact on Boosh that first turn. Or it didn't feel like it would, let's say that. For sure, that time when I got rid of it, it was big. Alright, not enough for a kill, but still picked a bit down. We aren't full of thermals, that's something. Was he DI? I didn't see the DI if he was. Oh, okay. Alright, let's heal. Alright, I'll take that, 66. Considering that was one of those that, you know, it's not clean, I will take it. Alright, next up, JML versus Lord Vader. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. I wouldn't mind avoiding game crashes. Alright, so you're looking a bit lonely there, Apo. I don't think your owner had an idea what he was doing, if I'm being frank. Let's pass that over to JML. Stunning. Well, we won't stun, but we can at least deal max health damage to Lord Vader. Pull and assist. We can do a coin. We know Osprey likes coins. Alright, again. Alright, didn't steal mastery. Well, I say steal. He didn't use his allies to gain mastery there. 4 dots. I think we can afford to do this. And arguably we can now actually just focus on the coins. Because we can't permakill with Al, so we can just focus on trying to recover banners a bit. Oh, is that meant to happen or is that a bug? That just felt weird. Alright, 54. We got through it. Right, I feel like we can now start going for some more efficient battles. Like there's some way you just have to kind of accept, right, we're going to drop a bit here. Alright, Bastila, not the one I wanted. Want a bit of Grease Lightning, but not like that. Alright, basics over there. Malik, if you could be a pal and taunt, I would love you for it. That'll do. Ooh, okay. That's Blessed, I'm guessing, kicking in. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Okay, Bo-Katan. Oh, it was Morgan the one who kicked in then. Right. I'm looking here and this isn't actually on the list. Let's just throw Bam in. Although saying that, maybe Paz is better. I mean, Paz taunts. That thing of, do we want IG feeding off Bam or... Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it matters that much. It's just a little bit of synergy into it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. What's we do to pop? I mean, it stops him doing massive birds, I guess. Right, let's focus... Well, let's try and focus on Hondo. Hondo's not going to like that, but... Let's just do what we can in the meantime. Preferably not killing Sana. Preferably not killing Sana. Okay, not what we wanted. Yeah, apparently they didn't get the message. Thankfully, Hondo didn't really stand much of a chance. Okay. See. I would love to just leave you on your own, C, but there's multiple reasons here why I don't trust it, so yeah, let's not do that. Okay, interesting. Oh. Would help if I clicked on it. Alright, so ideally we get a second chance to link and Talon's out. We probably lose what very quickly here. There we go. Alright, I do want to prioritize Talon just so that if my thought process is right, it will kill them both as she's trying to save Malgus. could be completely out there. She might not do that. She might do something completely different, but I'm figuring, let's see, make it work that way. And I'm also just holding a second just to see if we can get some protection back before all that. Ignore Saviour, that's good to know. Right. Hey up, Zappers, how you doing, man? Long time no see. How are you doing? We're getting a peek at the back wall. Off we go. Ooh. Oh, okay. They had me scared for a minute. Just a Droidcron. I thought we were going to have to deal with the actual Afracron. Alright, this is actually kind of interesting. I mean, I haven't seen a Queenie that week in a long time. I do enjoy it. I'm going to say I would much prefer it when I can do C solo. That's feels like I'm having an ultimate flex. Wow. That last one is... That's like going back to 2018. Anyone seen that on defense in a while? Oh, hang on. It's the wrong Qui-Gon. Good call. I did not spot that. Ooh. Yeah, that breaks up Seer, doesn't it? I'd say they're cooking, but I think they're just... Yeah, I think they're out of it. Right, so CLS should be able to deal with Afro. We can do... Yeah, this is Kyber too. Not sure Bester is the bester. I'm a little bit bummed that we've used Knight Luke, because that would have been a sweet time to do Knight Luke and Hermit Yoda. Bane should eat that up. I don't really know what is best for this, the Seer Malicos, because I know there isn't Omicrons involved, but I'm actually saying that. I know Bad Batch used to be able to do Seer without Omicrons. Wonder if they could do it now. Like, do we chance that? Maybe that's just a bit too much. Because, like, even if it's not, like, a normal team, it's still got some good tunes in it. I know the Apo... Well, as much as anything, the Apocron's just annoying because it means you can use Empire with them. So, yeah, I completely feel you there. I can't say about Afracron, though. I do love it. I mean, I've loved BT1 for a while, so... Yeah, I can't say much about that one. Yeah, that one I can believe. You know, you put Qui-Gon on thinking it's not that instead of Master Qui-Gon, you know. I get it. I haven't checked their account, but maybe there's a chance they haven't built up Master Qui-Gon. Alright, so that kind of goes out the window with Bad Batch. I thought it might, but the fun part of me wanted to see if it was possible. Galactic Republic. Yeah, they have got Master Qui-Gon, and there is a discernible difference in Ralix, so they should have been able to tell something was wrong. They haven't been in a Lightspeed bundle, have they? I had an image in my head they'd done like an old Queen's Men bundle, but I think that was just a... Yeah, a bit weird. Yeah, a bit like you go 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, or like Queenie, these two. Still strange. I mean, really, he should be. He was the OG, he should be on top, but CG said, no, we need a new tomb with a poncho to take over. So we remove that. kind of want to see if Daboboba can do that. Or maybe even Sid. Maybe Dabob could do that. And then at this point, it's almost lols. It's like, what is like really, really good for taking that? Cheers, man, Zeppers. I do appreciate you popping in, man. It is nice seeing you around. Benton, I know we do have different time zones, but compared to some. Let's try Finn. I don't know. Hey, Kit, man, how you doing? Yeah, one per fail against Kylo just because the perma-stun. That would be frustrating. Yeah. It's safe to say this is something I would feel a bit awkward. You know. If I lost against this Kylo, I would feel awkward. Let's deal with the top wall for now. Let's just get the more fun stuff out of the way. Did I say... No, I didn't say Raver for that. It was DTMG. Easy. Didn't give myself an easy one there. I'll give Scout a go. Oof. Look at that modding. Oof. God mods. They're beautiful. I shouldn't be so self-critical. Oh. That's a word for sure. Not a word I would disagree with. Let's just do that. Deal. Days. Bye-bye. 57 with that rubbish Scout. Yeah, I'm going to say, who needs mods? Just need Scout to do Uno reverse and I'm out of there. Inquisitors. Let's do Uno, dos, tres. She's Relic 7 now, by the way. Double and triple drops have been brilliant. Let's get in there. We'll get the Torture out. Pop that out for who can get it. And I don't know, let's see if we can just get Kenobi out as quick as possible. Alright, one down. Alright, well, I'll try and remember that. Okay, we're looking alright. Were you thinking for banners or were you thinking for strategy? What Chrome was that, you mean? I've got no idea. A level 6 something. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, that was a dark side Cron. Okay. Okay, next up we got Aiden. Give me something dark side related. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, stun please. Thank you. Give me some buffs. Oh, nearly. Bye-bye. I don't really want to basic here, but I will. There we go, cleanse. $55. Banners could have been nicer, but still it's a one-shot. Alright. Ray-Ban Ezra, aka You Bleed Banners. Alright, so let's poke Ezreal. Let's swap it into Slacker and we'll poke Ben. We will do the lightning on Ray. Yeah, of course she does that. We'll swipe on Ezra. The eye there is okay, but we're going swarm on Ben. There we go, it only triggers once then. Cool. Okay, not what I wanted. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. We lose what's his face? Hooks for sure. But Slacker survives. Don't get me wrong, I've liked Darkside Ray, but I can't help but just have this feeling of she was meant to be the one that made GAC feel like a banner victory again for Slacker. Well, I say again, he's never been a banner victory, but you get my point. She was meant to be the thing that said, all right, instead of getting 51s, you're getting 57s. It never feels like that with her. Maybe you've got to put crew in to improve it, but I haven't seen that either. Yeah, that is certainly the problem. I mean, I almost wish they could remove the synergy, but you can't really do it, can you? The only reason I say I wish they could do it is because it's just kind of annoying that Ezra is meant to be with Ahsoka, yet so many people don't do it. I mean, in a way, you can argue you should be grateful in terms of if they put Ahsoka down, it means that chances are you're going to get a Bo-Katan win. But it's still kind of irritating. It's like, I genuinely don't know if it's worth what people are doing or not. You know, are people who do Ray-Ban Ezra right because it's worth it? I don't think it is, but enough people do it to make you wonder. Alright, that was lucky. That is true. I have seen a few Ahsoka what going around. Okay, CLS time. Anyone else feel like CLS's team needs an Omni? Or just some kind of buff? Not like a Datacron, but an actual buff. I really want this, like, if you can include 3PO and 3-pack, I want this team to be as menacing as it once was. Just feels like it's really been pushed down the rankings a bit. Okay, now we're stuck in a kind of weird limbo. I don't mind that. Yeah, we don't want to get them DI'd for long. That's kind of okay. It means that he gets out. There we go. I mean, that's the weird thing as well. You think Sabine was kind of meant to be like the damage dealer of the team, yeah? I always feel like she's the one that either gets benched or she's just kind of meh. It's where you can't help but look at the Ahsoka team and think maybe they did just miss something, like just that little X factor that made it more threatening. Like you think of like Leia and Drogon, they are a real menace together. It just feels like Ahsoka's missing that Drogon. And I know the argument is Ezra's Drogon, but I don't know. Ezra isn't meant to be the Drogon in that team, you know what I mean? He's meant to be like the... arguably the R2, or even like the Adrad Jin combo, something that's more a side annoyance that you've got to deal with. I don't know. Alright, time for the biggest overkill of the season. So much so, I am actually going to send in my R5 assassin. Because I genuinely would be surprised if Bane needs any extra. And am I right in thinking it's a special? Yeah, 100% protection, let's do it. Oh, you little git! Still nicked it. I know it's how Bane works, but that's a bit of a P-take, isn't it? It's like, really? I stealth and you still take? Oy, oy, oy. Alright, what are we doing with DTMG Sid? Alright, this could be fun. Okay, stop. Okay, that's good timing. $59, cool. Alright, what we got next? Dapod? I'm glad he's getting a bit of time to shine. He did miff me last round being on defense, but I do like the fact that he's actually having a bit of time in the sun. Let's just pump Baron. I didn't even ask that. Yep, very straightforward. Accidentally thwarted an Asmat. I'm curious how that came about. Duns. That's the only reason I'm not doing it. Okay. Didn't think of that. Oh well. I go back to it. Some of these kits, they really need a TLDR. I know that one's been in the game a while, but yeah, really tricky remembering some of them. Heal immunity, what we're after. Still pretty efficient, that. Can't believe I've had that on offense all season. There should have been one round where I stopped and went, right, I'll put that on defense. I was going to say, I feel like I needed a giant file effect so I can just rummage through them every day. A copy pack may have given you Luke Cage, so you popped Luke and they chucked out Diamond back at it. Then Rogue to steal it. Failed and took power instead. Then Grand Central popped Laofu, did literally nothing because it was all added, not played. Okay, that's an interesting little combo wombo. I feel like I need to play Copycat more. It's a fun card if it pulls something good. But it's like the other day, I screenshotted a match against JJ, which was a bot. And I had Copycat in my deck, and it pulled Nova, i.e. if it gets destroyed, add 1 power to all cards. And I was like, so this is nothing. I can do nothing with this. And I think cards like that tilt me when they don't do anything useful, so they kind of just a power pump. You know, like, alright, it's a 3/5 at least, and it's like, if it doesn't do a lot, it feels bad. Whereas when it does a lot, it does really well. Someone's got a new card he wants to show off. Or a new motor. Oh, you were going for Dakar Grand Prix? That's cool. Oh, is it Crater? Fair play. I could have sworn Grand Prix was something like that. Yeah. I think they've got the same vibe, it's just that one's a winner and one's, if you do it, you get it. Yeah, if you drop below 10, you don't keep it. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Punishimon down. We've still got Tenacity up there, and I don't want to waste it, essentially. Alright, so stun there, kill there. Face it. Let's heal up Fury. Alright, that's a interesting choice for reinforcement. Yeah. I know before I haven't, but I think it's because I didn't believe it had got protection recovery, but yeah. Pretty sure I would have done it today if I had the chance. Right, I was going to say, if that didn't kill that, I'd be surprised. Wait. I feel like this is one of my favourite battles. I mean, I was asked that on the podcast the other week. What is your favourite team? And I stand by what I said. I feel like Bad Batch is still one. The OG Bad Batch is still a fun team. Like, when you actually get that chain going, when you've dazed them all and you've got tech putting the stuns out, it's got a great feel to it. But I don't know. I can't help but mull over. Is there like another thing I've completely forgotten about? Like something that I do enjoy and I just maybe overlooked a little bit. Might have to put that in the chat for you guys at some point, like a poll. Well, not a poll, but like a feature question kind of deal. I know that's your favourite one, yours and Snappy's. Okay, Annie's still marked. Sauron's whole deal is getting rid of negative ongoing cards. So, for instance, if you're playing Red Skull, you don't want to play Red Skull as he is because you will grant every card on the opponent's side 2+ power or +2 power. So that's the old ideal that Thoron will remove that ongoing ability from Red Skull. And there's a few cards like that that have got those big power but nasty ongoings. He's had a bit of an uptake as well recently, Thoron. He had been dead in the water for a while and then they just dropped his cost from a 3 cost to a 2 cost and so much better. I'm not so sure. I mean, Cosmo, if you play Cosmo and then they've tried to play Sauron in that lane, it's a bit of a bummer, but I wouldn't retreat on it because you've still got other ways usually of getting rid of the ongoing, like an Enchantress or Zero. So I know for myself I wouldn't retreat on that, but equally I wouldn't be happy about it. You know, if that's what happened anyway. I actually wanted to play Thoron at the start of the season, but I veered away from it. It's possible. I mean, for myself, I'd always back that I draw them. You know, I'd be like, all right, they haven't got them now, but I will get them. I have been known to stick when I shouldn't. Not really comfortable facing this deck. Not deck. Got snap in my head. This fleet. We'll stun bomber. We don't want burning. I go back to it. It's like that Filofax in my brain. I'm just drawing into it and saying, "Nah, which debuff is it that TIE bomber does?" Feels like every time a new thing comes out in the game, it's like the Filofax the file comes out longer, more to sift through. You know, can I tell you why I hate Scythe as well? I always bloody forget it's targetable because how it looks on the field, it looks like it's in stealth. Like that paint scheme, to me, it feels stealthed. I know there's no stealth icon above it, but I just look and see stealth. Oh, the AI never forgets. They will always go for it. Yeah, just delete it. I mean, I don't really want to be targeting this, but it's one hit. Alright, that's interesting. Last thing you want to do is give Firefighter a chance to dodge. Yeah, 67 for Malevolence on offense, that's not bad. 2064 banners. I think we've got a good chance of winning this. I mean, I look and I think... I'm actually trying to think, what is the max you can get? Is it 2100? In that region? So, I'd say I've been fairly efficient. Just claim that while I'm here. You had 2056 with a drop. Okay. Right, I'm just contextualizing this for myself. Yeah, the 10 banners always play a part for sure. I don't think they've come back yet. Yeah, they still haven't done anything because Ray's still chilling there, so... They've got 50 banners leeway there. 2131's the max, like, if you didn't drop a single banner somehow, so... What are we looking at? 36... 67 banners you can afford to drop. But I would say I've done pretty well there. You know, that really makes them play efficiently. Assuming they play. I mean, we saw that back wall. For all we know, they don't play 3v3. They've just thrown something down. I'm proud how we got through that. 5 GLs on defense. That felt very rough. So I'm glad we got through that. This one was 4. Considering I've only got 6 again, I'm pretty happy we got through that. Yeah, some interesting little conundrums there. But yeah, interesting round that. I mean, I don't really know what they were doing. I feel like that's fairly safe to say with that second one. I mean, I have not seen Kylo Ren unmasked with Kylo and Executioner on defense probably in 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. So, yeah, it's been a while. And I go back to it, the only thing I was annoyed at is that I'd used Jedi Knight Luke on the front wall. If I'd have thrown in, for argument's sake, Revan instead of Knight Luke, it would have been so fun. Just going back to that old school counter. Five GLs on defense, so that means they've got 4 on offense. I suppose it all depends what they want to do against mine. I mean, I'm just pulling up the board so I can see clearer. They've got Ahsoka, DJ, Amal, Lord. Oh, no, sorry, not Lord Vader. Slacker, Leia. But they've got a few things. I've only got Kenobi, Rey, and Lord Vader down. Have you got a screenshot of it? Hey, that's something I didn't ask. What's everyone's drops been on the Endor escalation? I don't know about if it's just me, but I've seen a lot of people getting 3 Omicrons today, including myself. I've been kind of surprised by it. Give the top card of your deck plus... Oh, yeah. That's the brand new card from this week. Surge. It's actually a pretty decent card. It's definitely built for those kind of decks that you don't mind what you're playing as long as you can keep playing on curve. Oh, so you didn't get that a lot too, Max. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely thought it might be like they were doing like an extra bit of RNG for it, considering May the 4th and all that, but maybe it was just a bit of good luck on the people I've seen on myself's side. Yeah, unlucky for you though. I mean, I'm like everyone. You offer me 3 armies, I'm taking 3 armies. Especially when usually the stuff in there is not that great. I feel like they really saw what they offered with Smuggler's Run 2 and thought, no, we're not offering the same kind of deal here. We went too good. Alright, we're going to launch a raid. Just getting it up and ready. See where we're going. I'm tempted to do a stream on Discord tonight during Conquest. I'm not sure if I will, but I'm tempted as far as... I know my Conquest runs have not been great of late, so I'm wondering if people would want to watch it or not, but on the flip side, I'm not sure anyone wants to watch Conquest, so it's like, yeah. I'll mull it over and see how I'm feeling. Womprat's still on, so I am going raid into him just for the fact that Womp's always a great supporter of the channel. But yeah, in the meantime, quick thank yous to, just looking at my list, we've had a resub from Kit, so thank you very much, Kit. Alright, we're going to be on during the week. We're going to do some Clone Commando, or Republic Commando, keep forgetting what it's technically called. Not planning on doing a Conquest stream Friday, I think. Let's just stick to Republic Commando, so we'll have a bit of fun with that. And yeah, I will see you, if you're not into that, I'll see you when Grand Arena returns next Thursday. So until then, folks, bye for now, everyone.